Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome back to another vlog. Welcome back to Siem. I'm actually sitting just on the outskirts of Old Market and Pub Street. There's like this liminal area between the two. I have had an evening, a day, an afternoon. There's a lot to cover. So first off, this afternoon, my landlord contacted me and said that he had my housekeeper is going to come by. And so I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So I set everything up for her to take over, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go for a walk. And then my friend Mike, who I usually have like coffee with during the week, he had mentioned that he was hanging out at Viva having a beer. Like, I'll go pop over and have a beer with Mike. Well, I go and sit down, we have a beer, and then it turned into two, which is fine. And then the skies open up. It was like a torrential downpour for almost 20 minutes. It was insane. So, of course, I ended up staying later. And we had another beer, and then we bumped into Mike, another Mike. It's the week of Mikes, from Matrix to Paradise. Another vlogger that's living in Siem Reap, and he was in Vivo. So we ended up chatting and hanging out with him for a while. And then everyone else just left, and I was just like, well, I got nothing to do. So I ended up coming down to Chubby Gonzo's. And I'm like, I'll just have a taco. Just grab a taco or two, and it'd be fun. So they have a deal. The Gonzo Tickle, it's called. You get a beer and 3 tacos of your choosing. So the loklak tacos, those are $2.50 each. And then I got carnita, which is a pulled pork, which are here. So the loklak here, carnita. And it comes with a beer, a beer. I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to be out and having a taco evening, I'm going to get myself a shot of tequila. So that's what we're doing. So this is an evening. So to celebrate. And here's the other thing. Today is the 1 week of my mother's passing. So I'm not dealing with it well. Hence, maybe some bad decisions by having a couple extra beverages this evening, but I'm okay. So, look. They have a good tequila here. So, loklak. Having a loklak taco. It was a really good day. I don't have a bad thing to say about the day. There you go. So, taco loklak. I'm dripping loklak juice. Oh my God. I've had the sweet potato and black bean one, the dollar taco before. And I've had the carnita. And they're great with this. Loklak for $2.50. Oh my God. So yummy. This is yummy. So, today's been a kind of a rough day. Before everything else started. Dealing with comments, which are fine. I don't really care. But I've had some aggressive comments as of late, which is to be expected. It happens. Assholes are going to be assholes. They're going to show up when you least expect. And the minute you have a video that may be speaking about things that are, anti to some belief system some people have, they come out of the fucking woodwork. So I had a person come out and comment about my eating, that I should learn how to chew while talking. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I just don't get. I do not understand the entitlement of people that come out of nowhere. It's like, I'm making content. Yesterday I was literally having a meal, showcasing an amazing amount of food that I was having for $1.75. And I was showing off the fact that Cambodia is like resilient towards everything happening, and like the people are amazing here. There was not a negative thing I was trying to portray at all. Yet some fucking asshole was coming on and going, you should learn how to, learn how to chew and eat at the same time. I'm like, go fuck yourself. So I made a comment back, like, but you know what? I'm surprised that you can actually, speak so eloquently with your head up your ass. And so I was like, I was done. And I sent like an image of that to Dean. And he was like, oh, did you delete the comment? I'm like, no, I'm not going to. So here's the thing. I don't do this to be perfect. I'm not a perfect person, and I never claim to be. But at no point will I ever bow down or cater to assholes. So if you have a negative point, if you want to be eloquent and have a conversation about things, I'm fucking in. But if you just want to make a derogatory comment, a statement about something like, I should do something with my hair, or I should, learn to chew and eat at the same, fuck off. Especially when I look at your comments, and it's the first fucking comment you've made on my channel. The first interaction you've had with me personally is a derogatory statement. I'm gonna fucking go off on you fucking full 2 barrels. Like, I was a drag queen. I got on stage as a man dressed as a woman with a beard. If you don't think I'm used to people like give me shit, give me a fucking break. So, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. So, people like Mr. Butt, and his name was Mr. Butt, his last name is Butt on his profile. You want to come at me, and you want to talk to me about and tell me about how I should be, chew better? Oh, fuck off. Like, really? If that's everything you got out of my video, bye. Have fun, Felicia. Like, what is with people? It's insanity. I don't want to go off. I don't want to be a jerk, but I am so sick and tired of this polite aspect of our... I'm a content creator. I should be polite. People say something derogatory, say something mean, I should actually just, suck it up. But why? If a person is going to be so condescending to me in my channel as to make statements like that, why shouldn't I just go off on them myself? And why shouldn't I call them out here? And so this is what I'm doing today. If you don't like it, I get it. But like I mentioned, I was out with some friends, I had a few drinks, and I'm feeling a little... I'm kind of pissed, to be honest. Because it kind of comes back full circle to everything happening. I'm watching the news, and I watch the statements and things coming in from the Western media. And literally every single video feed I've seen is coming from Thailand. And the slant is coming from Thailand. And I don't understand this. I've seen a few videos where there's like a smattering of interviews with people that are like in Cambodia, but it's always like it's portrayed in the most condescending way that I've seen. It's like the people that are sitting, like, you know, obviously they've been ousted from their homes and they're in misery and they're sitting in the woods, you know, and they've been dealing with like the atrocities of what's happening. And that's the Cambodian side. The Thai side, they're interviewing people sitting in buildings. And I'm like, this has been going on since I was a child. Showing off Cambodia as being a third world country. And this is an 80s term. Like it's not a third world country. If you watch any of my videos, you understand that this is far from a country that should be qualified as a third world. This is a developing country. And the people that live here are phenomenal. I have never seen a more gracious or accommodating people in my entire fucking life. I've traveled all over. And I come to Cambodia, and even now, when shit's happening, the people are amazing here. I had to edit myself because I went off on a very, 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 very heated discussion about the current state of affairs between Cambodia and Thailand. I'm just going to break it down on a very base level and why I'm disappointed. And correct me if I'm incorrect, but I have been watching as much international coverage of this as possible. And the majority of what I see is coverage from a Thailand perspective. And that's where the people that are covering the story are in Thailand. They may be near the border, but they're not in Cambodia. And I've not seen one journalist from the West here at all. I've not seen one interview with people here. I've only seen interviews with people in Thailand. But I will say this, okay? And I'm not trying to be a jackass about any of this. A lot of the sentiment I've seen from both sides, and this is from the people, just the people, not the governments at all, but just the people, has been the exact same. Is that they want this to stop. They want to go back to their farms, they want to go back to their lives, they want to go back to everything, and they want to go back to being friends. And I think that's the sentiment that needs to be showcased more. The aggression and all this anger, this is all political. And I'm not stating that one side is right and one side is wrong. Look at it yourself. I will just put this out. And the current aggression, when it comes to lands that are within Cambodian soil upon the agreement from years ago, at what point do you think that the aggression against Thailand for the first strike would be the right move? Everything I've seen since I've been here has been reaching out to international courts, reaching out to the United Nations, asking for assistance, wanting to have rulings done to get this taken care of in a peaceful way without any aggression. And that's where I'm going to leave this. It's just there. You'll understand my point if you understand what I'm stating there. I want this done. I want this to be over. And like I said, the people that I saw being interviewed on the Thailand side and the Cambodian side, and when I talk to the people, I'm just talking about the people that exist here. You know, people that are working in farms, that live on the borders, all their friends live on either side. They don't want this. This is not an aggression that they want. And this is something I've said time and time and time again in my life, is that the more I've traveled, the more I've seen that people you meet are fucking amazing everywhere I've been, regardless of the politics. And I think that is true today as well. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy my loklak taco and know that I've met some amazing people since I've been here in Cambodia. That being in Cambodia has changed my life drastically. From a person that was an introvert, that was afraid, that didn't want to go out in public or anything, to the person that I am today. Like I couldn't get in front of a camera in front of people before I moved over here. That's something I've learned since coming to Cambodia. The people of Cambodia are always going to have a place in my heart. Entirely. Because the moment that I came to Siem Reap from Bangkok a year and a half ago, that moment, that very first step into Siem Reap, when I got off the bus and I got along the riverfront and I saw what it was, I felt like I was home. And you don't understand how important that is to me, because that's not something I knew. I moved all the time. Like from childhood, I was constantly like, I think I moved like 5 times before the time I was 2. I was constantly coast to coast of Canada. And then when I got older, we moved to Florida. Like, we moved from house, like we lived in the same city, but I moved like 4 or 5 times. It was constant. I didn't have a home. So like you have that, like as a child growing up, you have your home. You know where your family is. You know where your home is. I didn't have that at all. So when I say that when I came to Cambodia, when I came to Siem Reap and I got off the bus and I felt a sense of home, I didn't recognize it until I was here for a few days. That is entirely where I am right now. The more time I spend here, the more time I feel like I am home. So when I say that this current situation bothers me on a base level, you have no idea. You have no idea. Like, this offends every aspect of everything for me. The people that I've met here, the city, the culture, everything screams to me about being open and forgiving and loving. And that is the direct opposite of what I am feeling and seeing at the moment happening here. And that's not coming from the people that I know. As I showcased the other day, the light and the heart are combined. You see the smiles from the people. It's joined to their hearts, their eyes, their hearts, their smiles, all join. That's the Cambodian people. And that's where I am. So I'm done. I'm going to finish my last taco. But I'll see you guys soon in the next one. I'm not going to ask you to like, comment, share, and subscribe, but you know what? I thank you if you watch this long. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.